take the average. And this particular log, I think, measured 19. There was 2 more links that long above this. And it was 12 feet long. I think it was 192. It might have been 20. But there's the length of the log there. This is the diameter, and this is the alleged board feet on the Doyle log scale. Okay, and Andy don't like the Doyle log scale. He likes the international. Okay, it's more closer to being real. This one has a lot of waste in it, and he gets a lot more out of a log than this will say the log is, because of the type of sawmill it has. So anyways, we split this up a couple weeks ago when we started in with the last batch. Well, I didn't say bring all that stuff. I'll keep just that little hand. Oh, that's a big batch. Now this log splits real easy. It looks pretty darn good. The main defect in it is it's slightly not straight. You see how this thing here, this line here, it's not quite lined up with the 2 sides. It's like, you know, and that's showing that there's a little bit of twist in it. See how this thing is like, this is exactly parallel with the sides. So I'm kind of hoping that chunk of wood is a little bit straighter than these, but I'm not positive. So we'll go ahead and test this. And I've got in there, this piece was something maybe like this, right there maybe. I think that piece might have been right there. And I busted that, and I busted a piece off right there, and I made 2 back posts out of that. They're inside. And I'll show them to you after a while as an example. This is what you need to end up. So anyways, let's split this piece right here. And let's roll it over the carousel. Okay. So, and just about always when you split, is you try to split right in the middle. Can you guys see these little lines? There's lines going that look like spokes of a wheel. They're going right from the center of the tree out to the edge. Those are called medullary rays. And when I'm going to tell you guys a lot, I'm going to say follow the grain, follow the grain. Okay? There's kind of 2 grains in the wood. One of the grains is this direction, and then one of the grains is the growth rings. Okay? You know, the one that, if you have a piece of this wood, you turn it one way, you're going to see the growth rings, the edge of the growth rings. And you turn it the other way, you're going to see medullary rays. And it's like, the one direction you're going to like shave right down a growth ring. The other way you're going to try to get on a medullary ray sort. But there's 2 grains, you know, like 90 degrees from each other, that you have to be aware of all the time. But anyways, I'm going to just guess the middle of this log, and I'm going to draw a line just for you guys' sake. I wouldn't normally draw this. I'm going right down one of those lines, one of those medullary rays. Now if there's a little crack right there, I don't think it matters. But pretty much, can't remember what I was going to say. But I like to split from the outside here. The inside of the tree, usually about this much, is just waste. And it's, you know, the tree was real small then and doing all kinds of weird stuff and little branches coming out and growing slow. And so if you start on the inside, it's kind of hard to know where the split is going to go to. So if you split here, you know where you're at. And it goes down and it gets tangled up on the very inside here, but it doesn't matter, you know, we'll blast that off. So anyways, So you're not supposed to hit a hatchet or an axe, right? It's the rules of tool use.
You're not supposed to hit them?
Yeah, you're not supposed to hit an axe with a hammer. Especially an axe that has an eye in it.
What's an eye?
The eye is where the handle goes through a hole. Okay? And because eventually the axe will bust, the eye will bust out of it. And so that's, you know, if you do this in front of other people, they're going to say, you're not supposed to do that. And that is the general rule about tool use. But the thing is, I'm an adult. I've got my own fucking tools. I'm going to do whatever I want with them. Okay? And that's one of the things about being an adult. It's nice. You can get your own tools and do what you want.
What about hitting with a wooden mallet?
Well, that'd be okay, but you ain't got a wooden mallet. It'd be like a hammer.
Oh, I was just asking.
Because it blasts better. Yeah. If you're gonna, yeah, you should do it with a wooden mallet. But we got a hammer. We're doing it with a hammer. And I guess I should have my wooden mallet out here because we got the first. Okay, so I want you guys, somebody, one of you guys, to put that right on that crack right there and hit it with this hammer. And start it in there. And then we'll put another wedge in. I'll go get the wooden mallet, but do it with that.
Just whack it once?
Yeah. Yeah, just whack it, see what happens. Okay, hit it again.
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that works pretty well.
Okay, let's just go ahead and take this wedge and put it in that crack somewhere and drive it in. Alright, now let's use another. That's so easy. Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that easy.
Put that one in there.
Oh dear.
Take this one. Chop that big old string over here. See if you can just pry that thing apart.
What's that tool called?
It's called a string chopper. I don't know, it doesn't have a name. We just came up with that. It's a scraper. You buy this, you can buy a tool just like this with a long handle. It's for like scraping ice off a sidewalk or scraping chicken floor or something. But we just put a short handle on it. Because sometimes when you got a big old log like this, sometimes you get that split open, you got it split open about that far, and there's a bunch of those strings way down inside there.
Yeah.
And you can put this down in there and put it right on the string and chop the string.
Nice.
Rather than trying to go down in that crevice with like an axe or something, this works way better.
I've been there.
Yeah, and that works